What's up? Welcome to tonight's stream. I don't know. I'm Will. January 23rd. I got candy in my mouth, so it's a little hard for me to talk right now. But I'm opening up the stream to make sure I'm actually streaming right now. Yep, looks like everything's good. So, I got a lot of things that I could be doing and should be doing. I got taxes. I got accounting crap that I had to do. I got work. I have side work. I have work I want to do. All kinds of things. I wonder if y'all feel like that. You ever at a point where it's just there's so much stuff to do and you want to do it, but just wonder when can you get it done? So I have the privilege of being able to choose what to work on right now. There's so much stuff. I can either do leisurely crap. I can learn some new stuff. I can work on that project that I should be working on, my YT Slackbot. I don't know. Let's just jump into the screen share. We'll figure it out together. Let's listen to Cat Williams, see what he has to say. I was watching the XL World Championship from last year. Yes, I do that kind of stuff. If you haven't heard of it, you should hear of it. It's pretty dope. All right, let me turn down the music and turn up Cat Williams so we can hear what he has to say.
I know it's people doing poorly in this country.
Yeah.
And they shot Trayvon Martin dead for looking kind of like I look.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King and Malcolm X ended up dead for telling the truth. So as a comedian, I don't think it won't happen to me. I think they've thrown me in jail 36 times in 36 months, and I think you've never seen me in a court of law. That means they're effing with me. And today, they crossed the line, because now they took my babies.
All right, man. Well,
Yep.
Cat, we wish you luck, man.
And luck is unnecessary. Now let me explain something.
All right, I hope y'all caught that. The man wished him luck. And he said, luck is unnecessary. I feel that way, for real. Sometimes I get it's almost like a fence when someone's like, you're lucky. It's just like, nah. Yes and no, Yes, lucky to be born here in America in the 80s, in the information age. But so is everyone else who I know, who are calling me lucky. So it's like, if I'm lucky, then you're lucky. But yeah, I like that attitude where he's like, nah, luck is unnecessary. So if you want something, you make it happen. I tell this to a lot of people, but I don't know if people listen to me. But that's cool, because I'm going to do it. We're not working on documentation today, I promise. We're not doing this. What I will do though is open up Xcode to see what I can figure out. Probably not much. I feel like Xcode stuff is more important right now because I have something coming. I have something coming. I'm ready for it too. Create a new project. I've just been able to get the bits for the SDK after months of it not being available. So I used to have Vision OS. I think it was I think it was something else. I forget what they were calling it, like Pro XCR, XCR, I don't know. But I had the SDK for the previous beta version of Xcode. And then when Xcode 15 came out, I lost all of that stuff. And I was like, what the hell happened to my Vision OS? So yeah, I have it again now. And I actually have a really, really awesome use case that I want to try my hand at implementing. And this is probably going to be like one of the most difficult things I've ever done, because not only am I going to have to learn a completely new like paradigm, which is spatial computing, but I'm also going to have to really get in the weeds with like geometry and shit, because I want to be able to place like place words in places within my house as a first step. Like if I go somewhere and I'm like, oh, here's a thing, and I say what it is, and I can like, put like a label or something. I want to do that. And eventually I wanted to use computer vision to have it recognize objects in my environment and then label it for what it is. And if I go to it, I can like do something. I don't know how this is going to work, but I want to be able to do something and see sentences and hear words, all that shit. I don't know. We'll see. It's a lot of pie in the sky. I may have to hire someone to help do that, to be honest. I don't have a good name for this, so I'm gonna name it this. And the initial theme is going to be a volume, because I know that it needs to be like, actually, wait a minute. What's Reality Kit? I'm already lost. All right, let's see what Reality Kit does. Reality Kit. Simulate and render 3D content for use in your augmented reality app. Oh, so it's for AR. Okay. Reality Kit provides high performance 3D simulation and rendering capabilities you can use to create Vision OS apps, to create augmented reality. Okay. Or to create augmented reality. Perfect. That's all I need to know. We need Reality Kit. Immersive space, full progressive. Mixed. I'm pretty sure it's mixed. Let's check. Where are we? AR reality view. I would expect to see mixed somewhere in here. All right, I'm going to assume that I have selected the right thing. I really don't know. All right, I'll put this in here. And hopefully it put, okay, it does. Okay. Look at that. What was that? Is that the sound that it's going to make whenever it turns on? That's interesting. Enlarge reality view content. What does that do? Show immersive spaces. Okay. All right. This isn't a great experience. I haven't even done anything yet. Interesting. Okay, I have no idea how to move around. Oh, I can use W. Okay. How do I turn? Okay, I see. All right, so here's what I would like to do. I would like to move around my space and place items within my space. So if I put something on the refrigerator, for instance, I want it to be on the refrigerator again. So I think I may have to store position or something like that. I was looking at. I don't know if that's possible, but I guess that's what we're gonna have to figure out. Alright, so this is saying to create, and I can create reality kit scenes. I don't think I want to do that. This is what I think I want. Have virtual objects interact with objects in the real world. I can't even say the word, but that's what I think I want. Respond to user input and changes in a person's surroundings. Yeah. So there are 2 classes and a few structs and 1 protocol that I need to be aware of with Reality Kit. Or no, never mind. That's for presentation. Oh, these are my presentation classes. I see. So I think AR view is the underlying thing behind Reality Kit. Yeah, it lets you do that. There's a model 3D. I don't need that. Reality view for displaying reality content on Vision OS. I don't think I want that either. Reality APIs for loading resources, creating entities, and adding components. Compatible and work with Reality Renderer. Custom styles are not currently supported. Okay. The realities representing AR Kit world space. All right, I think this is going to be useful here. Because remember, I need to store. Let me open up Obsidian. Oh, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. Everything is a joke to me, don't worry. Since I don't have a name for it, it's that's really what it means. All right, so things that I may want to look into are scene reality coordinate space. It may be reality coordinate space converting, a value that can be converted between Swift UI coordinate space and Reality Kit entity. All right, whatever. I don't know what that means. I wonder if I can just copy that whole thing. Yeah, look at that. All right, so we'll say all right. Entity component system. So there's, I think I've gone over this, but I may have to refresh on that. Immersive experiences, use systems and post-processing effects to create realistic underwater. No, I don't need that. Loading entities from a file, retrieve an entity from storage, disk use synchronous. I don't think so. I think an entity is one of those things you create. It's not actually, no, you can programmatically add them. So never mind. Apply behaviors and physical effects to entities. No. So I guess no matter what, I am going to have an entity. And I guess an entity is just something that you place in the scene or in the frame or whatever you're going to call it. An element of reality kit scene to which you attach components that provide appearance. Okay, gotcha. Oh, and these are how you create assets. I don't know if I need that though. Unless maybe like a note or a pen or something. Maybe that, so you can see different things in space. Maybe that. I definitely won't need a USD asset. I can probably use whatever ships with the system. Anchors. Anchor an entity to an item in your scene. Oh, okay. All right. I think anchoring might be useful. And I may have to do this too. So let's look at anchor. Anchor an entity. All right. So there's not much here. But the scene reconstruction and understanding could be useful. Yes, this is it. So I can detect planes in my environment, and that's going to allow me to place my virtual things, my objects, my pins, and interact with it. On devices with LiDAR sensor, I'm assuming Vision Pro has that. Reality Kit can create detailed reconstruction of the surrounding environment, allowing more precise interaction. With scene understanding enabled. So I don't think I'll be able to actually run this and see what happens until I get my device. So I need to insert options into scene understanding like this. AR view. Let's see, where's the AR? Is there AR view being created here? Named immersive and the reality kit bundle. That must be what the these balls are. At the top here, that must be what that is. see what this scene looks like. So it's literally just this. All right. So where's this window coming from? Content view. We have a reality view. And then we bring in that entity, which is the globe. I guess reality view has an update closure, I guess. And it's supposed to grow when I interact with it. Now, how do I interact with it is the question. Did it go away? Oh, okay, here it is. So if I interact with it, yeah, see it grows. Okay. So that's what that is here. Ah, okay. And then the way that the update happens is the gesture. So the gesture is targeted to any entity on ended. So it's a tap gesture. And it's on end. So if I click and hold, aka tap and hold, nothing happens. But if I let go, something should happen. Yeah, that's what's happening. Okay, so this is the object. Why did that? Okay, and then we have another V stack, which is these elements here. The interesting thing about this though is how this is presented. How do I? Oh, I can move it around. Oh, I see. This is really trippy right now. I'm so confused. There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I can move this around and place it in different places. So I'll just put it here for now. It's interesting that even though this is a V stack, wait, why is this not staying in place? Okay. Yeah, it's not staying in place. It's staying in front of me. Maybe I have to click that show immersive space. No, that didn't do it either. Is it not selectable? Interact with content. Okay, that's what I thought I was doing. I may have to try to get my Xbox controller to do this. This is very hard to do with the keyboard and mouse. WASD does work the way that I would expect, but clicking like and touching things is hard. But here's what I'm trying to say though. The fact that this is a V stack, but this looks like it's sitting on top or in front of here. So it's more than a V stack. It has depth, and that's a little confusing to me. I wouldn't have expected that. All right, is on. We're gonna enlarge. What is enlarge? Where is that coming from? Okay, it's state here. So we're gonna change that. All right, and then on change of show immersive space, we're going to open the immersive space. and set immersive space to shown. Okay. I'm trying to figure out why is content like how is. Wait a minute. Are there two views? This is the immersive view. How is this different from content view? How do I get to the immersive view? Selectable, live, look around. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm not sure how this is working. Like, I have these two. Oh wait, I'm tripping. I see. Never mind. Okay. This is why we shouldn't have things called just content view. So the app, there is a window group. And this should, yeah, this has my content. Okay. So there are two views that are happening. There's the environment, immersive space, and that is literally the environment. So I think if I were to comment out the immersive space, we'd only see a window, maybe. Let's see. Or maybe we won't see those asset things. I don't know what we're going to call them. But we are going to see it here because that's what we're rendering, right? See content view. So we're rendering these two things here. But in Nega, here, we shouldn't see anything when we run this. Let's just run it and see what happens. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the startup sound. It's now the second time I've heard it. All right, let's look at and see what immersive view is. It should just be that scene looking thing, but it's not. Although I don't see it, so maybe I don't see this thing here. That's what I'm expecting to see. I'm expecting to see those things, not seeing it. I don't know where this window is coming from. Straight up. I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from, but I have no idea where that window is coming from. Let's see what a content view is. Wait, what? I'm tripping. Oh, that is okay. I'm tripping. I am tripping. Okay. I'm not all the way here. All right. So I see what's happening, and either way, either case, they're both views. And I think I told the thing I wanted an immersive view to begin with, which means that I don't think there should be any, like, there shouldn't be a window. That's what's throwing me off, is that I don't know where this window is coming from, and it's not obvious to me. Is it just going to be frozen? What's going on? How do you reset this? I'm so lost with this simulator thing. It's not easy for me to use. I will say that one thing that frustrates me to no end is this ever moving march to using icons for every button. I have no idea what these meaningless shapes mean. They mean nothing to me. And when I was younger, we had icons that had text. So you can understand what you can do in a piece of software simply by reading what you saw in the interface. This is no longer possible. It is, but in a convoluted, you have to move your mouse and wait forever for it to show a tooltip, if it shows a tooltip. Sometimes it won't. So by the time, like for me, like I don't do well with seeing things that flash and like move in and out of context. So I will never remember this. So this right here, I think, is the content view. What I'm trying to find out is, how do I get into the immersive view? There's some type of thing that you can do within whatever you call this thing. So immersive space. There we go. Except it's not working because I no longer have it defined. So immersive space, I think, is this thing right here. I think. Oh my gosh, my computer's going nuts. So we want to open the immersive, whatever, there's something with the label immersive space. So is that here? Yeah, it is. Look at that. Which I did take that out. So the immersive space is the immersive view. Got it. All right, I got it now. I think I got it. That's how this is working. So this is how I get into another world, I guess, whatever word we're going to use. All right, let's stop the app and see if that helps with my computer freezing. It does a little bit. Now let's do this again. So I think the problem, I think the problem is the immersive space wasn't different enough for me. Yeah, see, it only added these other two things. That was the issue. It needed to do more. But let's see if it sticks around spatially. So like if I turn it on here, it's not spatially, or is it? Turn it off here. Oh, there's a front and a back. Look at that. You go through it. Actually, no, they're always ending up in the same space. No matter where I do this. Yeah, they're ended up in the same place. Now, my question is it tied to here? So if I move this to over here somewhere, they still stay over there. So let's see if I turn these off. So it's bound. It's anchored to here, So if I have a toggle that says show me all of the words in my surrounding, they shouldn't be anchored to where I am. They should always stay in the same place. See immersive view and reality kit. What are the options when you add this scene? What is a scene? Let's see what properties exist on scene. I guess nothing. Everything all at once. But it's an entity. Okay, so the scene is an entity, and I guess that makes sense because it's literally a weight right there. What's content? What options do I have? I can get all the entities. I can remove an entity. I can subscribe to something happening, I guess. Subscribes to the provided reality kit event. Yes, of events. I can do a transformation to 3D space. And then I can convert a SimD3 point to a point 3D in coordinate space. So there's a bunch of converts, or basically there's convert, there's transform, subscribe, remove, and entities, and I can add to the reality view. So I think what I would be doing is adding a bunch of things to the reality view, or entities. Let's see what the entity can, what entity things do I have? We'll say let A equal a weight entity. So there's a named, I don't think that is it. Contents, creates a new entity by asynchronously loading it from a file. No. I thought I would be able to create my own. This right here is important. Anchor entity. I don't know if that's the one that I want. I may want a not anchor entity, whatever that may be. All right, so I'm going to remove this right here. I think this is only showing that you can have a reality view within a content view. And the content view is, that window, which allows me to get into 3D space. But there's no need for me to have this reality view here. So I'll delete that. Man, this is slow. Wow, what's going on? So now all I should see is the window, like the two little, yeah, this is all I should see now. I'm still not sure where this giant, like where the back part is coming from. That's still not clear to me. Oh, wait a minute. Is it this frame being 360? Let's make the frame half of that. We'll say 180. Oh no, so it only controls that. So I'm back to not knowing what is controlling the background thing. See what happens if I just comment out all of this stuff. Well, I have to return something. Okay. Let's return something then. All right. So, look at that. Okay. So the view itself is doing that. Interesting. So since the view itself is doing that, what the hell? All right. My computer is bugging out. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you all are seeing this, but like things are not going well for me right now. Okay. There's a depth. Okay. Give it 100. Now what happens if I make it an order of magnitude smaller? Nothing. The question, all right, what am I framing? Is it not this V stack? I think I may have to restart Xcode. It's really bugging out. All right, I'm gonna get rid of that V stack. I think I'm looking at the wrong thing. I don't think Reality Kit is what I'm looking for. I think it's AR Kit, but unfortunately I have no way to get to AR Kit from here. Not sure how I'm supposed to get there when like it talks about it there, but it doesn't link me to it. That's silly. Integrate hardware sensing features to produce augmented reality apps. Setting up access. All right, I think that's actually what I want to do. All right, I'm gonna basically copy this word for word, and sure, I can copy it with copy and paste it, but I'm not gonna do that. But before I do anything, let me stop. Let me just quit Xcode. It was just being incredibly slow. Hopefully, no, and again, no recent project. This here. All right, there we are. Now it's at least responsive. Yeah, so I'm not gonna just straight up copy and paste. I'm gonna actually type it. It's really the only way to really get it, learn it. So there's AR Kit session. Is that something that I need to import? Import AR Kit, yes, there is. So we're gonna initialize a session. And then we have to specify the type of state or this type of immersion state. So it looks like we're going to be able to change it at some point. Var immersive state, immersion style. And that's mixed. What are my options though? It should only be 3, right? No completion. Great. So there's automatic, full, mixed, and progressive. Yes, that's actually what I would want. All right, and then I have the body, which is a scene with my content view inside of there. And then I'll have my immersive space, which is just immersive space right now. And And then I'm going to remove this section here. So I'm using immersive view. And they have something called mixed of immersive view. I wonder, is this something that they've defined, or is this something that actually exists? Let's see, mixed, immersive. Yeah, that's something that they've created, mixed immersive view. But it appears that you can't, this returns a something where I can get task. So the views have task, is that it? Immersive view. Yes, build the documentation. Oh, build failed. Okay. Let's get rid of that and try that again. Oh, okay, never mind. This is, all right, fine. All right, so let's say let plain data. So I guess this is looking at walls or something like that. And there's a plane detection provider. Okay. Alignment creates a plane detection provider for the types of planes you want to detect. Alignments, it takes a plane anchor alignment array. So horizontal, plane is positioned horizontally. Okay. And we want to check if this is provide. Okay, so we'll do that. Say if plane detector provider is supported, then we'll do these things. All right, so we're gonna have, I think do is what you do when you have something that can fail. So it's like try, but you do it, you wrap a try in a do. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know why it's like that, but yeah. So we're gonna try and await. And we're gonna go to our AR session. You know what? I'm gonna rename this. I'm gonna call this AR session. Runs a session with the data providers you apply. Okay. And we'll pass in the one that we created, the plain data provider. So this closure, I don't know what data I'm getting access to, but maybe we'll just print. Is it print? Yeah, I think it's print. So we can just print whatever the update is. We'll just do description. Oh, I forgot to do the catch. So whenever you do a catch, not whenever you do a catch. Whenever you do a do, you have to catch it. You have to catch the do. wish there were like a way to format. Is there not a format? Oh man, I had to install the thing. I definitely don't have whatever that man. This is painful. This is the app where it wants me to open the immersive space, which is already happening here. So I think I can run this, hopefully. Oh yeah, what's up? My bad. I don't know how long ago you sent this, but yeah, what's up? How you doing? At least it's no longer showing me like that window, which is good. And it still shows me the immersive space using the AR thing. All right, perfect. So this may not seem like that big of a deal, but it's completely different. We're using the AR session and all that stuff directly now. Now, I should also be getting log messages whenever plane, like whatever this is. So let's see what plane detection did. Maybe nothing. This says anchor updates. All right, so maybe I should put some text here. We'll say, let's first do that, and then we'll say, I don't know, anchor updated. Anchor update. Yeah, I'm not seeing anchor update at any point. What if I move it? Is that the anchor moving? Or what if I show it? Then do I get an anchor? Something. Oh, gym. I should be going to the gym. Instead, I'm standing here at my computer. I wouldn't call it vision dev yet. It's more like figuring out vision. I'm not gonna lie, like, it ain't easy so far. Like right now, I'm trying to figure out why I don't see, oh, excuse me. Oh gosh. Why I'm not getting this error right here. You know what, let's stop. Let's just stop it and we'll restart it. I'm expecting to see Anchor update at some point. Or maybe I don't know how to attach an Anchor. Like, I don't know what an Anchor is, to be honest. So I'll look for it. A sequence of updates to plane this provider did. Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. Let's look at the plane protection provider. A source of live data about planes and a person's surroundings. Yeah, so I was expecting to see stuff like value and data. Expecting the plane detection provider alignments. The plane, all right, that's my configuration. We don't care. The state, current status of data coming from this provider. Description, textual description of the provider. Maybe I can print a description of it. Let's see if I can at least get that. That'll at least tell me if plane detection is supported, which is more than I can ask for at the moment. So we're gonna say plane detector. And we'll say plane data description. So will it at least give me a description of the thing? If so, that tells me that no persisted. Either these logs aren't what I think they are, or there is no plane detection. Simulate location. No, that's not it. All right, we're gonna make this an else. We need the else right now because I don't know what else to do. So we'll say else. Print. Plane detection not supported. We'll do that because I'll be angry. All right, let's see, what do we get? Either I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, that's it. Perfect. I'm okay with not knowing what I'm doing. I'm okay with that. So long as it's not saying plane detection isn't. Oh shit, look at that. Look at that. Fuck. Oh my gosh, what do I do? Oh, wait a minute. I'm not in the immersive space yet. Let me go to the immersive space. Oh, I did do that. Shit. Okay, so it was working the whole time except... Oh my gosh. How am I supposed to build an app? But the tooling doesn't support what I need it to support. Let's see if this has any discussion on how I can test with plane detection. Nothing. Okay, great. So we have AR kit to set up. I think that's what I basically have just done. Right, alternatives for decline and revoked authorizations. Someone might not want to give your app access to data from AR kit, or they might choose to revoke that access later in settings. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see if maybe there is some settings. Maybe I can give it access to something. Maybe it's like I have to accept it. No. Device. And yeah, simulated scenes. Nope. Erase all content. I'm pretty sure I don't need that. Optic ID. Authorize Apple Pay. Trigger. Debug. Show animations. Color blended. Open system logs. Show gaze target. This is just a file. I thought it would be live. It's not. All right, data provider. Plane detection. So there are hand tracking provider, image tracking provider, plane detection, scene reconstruction, and I can't pronounce world for whatever reason. World tracking provider. But I can't use the plane detection provider. And their docs don't say like what to do when you're developing in the simulator. Let's see if anybody on Reddit is familiar, or Stack Overflow, that thing. That's also a thing. Oops. Oh, that's something that I had not considered. Maybe I have to do something in AR in the setup that I maybe didn't do. Maybe there's an option or some P listing that I had to do. Add usage descriptors for ARKit data access. That could be it. There's hand tracking usage description, usage key if your app uses hand tracking. World sensing, use this key if your app uses image tracking, plane. Yes, look at that. I do need to do this. Where do I do this at though? In this world sensing usage description. Apple don't make this easy, do they? They don't make it easy. What the hell does this mean? Add usage descriptions for ARKit data access. Where do I add this at? An example would be very helpful, but maybe here it's gonna, maybe there's a usage. No. Maybe it's here. So resource info, build faces. Is there usage anywhere here? Development assets, frameworks, supported intents. Supported intents. All right, what are my options? I guess I don't have any. Identity, minimum deployments. Bundle version. Imported, nope. Signing capabilities. What if, do I need to add a capability? Is that it? Add capability. And this isn't, I don't know why this is not documented. I don't know what I'm doing right now, but it's not documented. So everything that you're seeing is literally me just figuring out, playing with it. I don't enjoy it right now. I will admit it. This sucks. And this, so I know I need this. I know I need this. I just don't know what the, like, okay, like what do I do? Property list key. Oh, so it is a P list key, but like, where is the P list? Is it info P list? Is it this? I'm going to assume so. Scene configuration, enable multiple windows, preferred default, okay. Use this key, where, all right. First time, so it doesn't say where to put it. Provide a string for the prompt that explains why your app needs access. What? All right, NS world. Nothing's happening. So maybe that's not where I want to put it. Maybe I want to put it in here. NS, nope. Maybe scene configuration. NS world. All right, I don't know. I'm gonna just copy it. I'm not about to just put it in here and see what happens. It needs to be a string. A string. What? Okay. And it's talking about a prompt, but I don't know what this is talking about. Oh, okay. All right. So it's just going to go at the top, at the prop. Okay. So it'll go here. And the value is going to be the thing that gets shown to me, I guess, to the user. So we'll save that and let's redo the thing. Let's see if it gives me a thing. No, it didn't ask me anything. Yeah, see, it says info. I wish the doc would have said go to info p like in your info list, but I guess it did say property list file. let's see if I get a prompt. Nope, I'm still getting plain detection not supported. See, I would have expected to see a thing pop up saying, hey, can I access this? But I'm not. So let's go back to here. So I've done this to add the descriptions. Choose between upfront or as needed. Oh, okay. So maybe I need to do that. So you can choose when someone sees an authorization request to use AR data. If you need precise control over when to access whatever, call the request authorization for method on the session to explicitly authorize access at the time you call it. Otherwise, people see an authorization request when you call the run method. The run method. And it's implicit. Let's see. Let's close these things that aren't helpful to me right now. Please don't please don't start not working. Here we go. So I have my session. Where do I call run? Here. So it's saying that it implicitly will, wait, where do I see that? Otherwise, people see an authorization request when you call the run method. It's implicit authorization because the timing of the request depends entirely on when you start the session. I think having it be implicit is fine because I do have a toggle that will get me here. It says world tracking, unlike world sensing, doesn't require authorization. See tracking specific points. Wait a minute. Okay. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, I see what's happening. So I'm never actually calling run. So maybe I should ask for an explicit or do the explicit thing where I ask for permission. This request authorization for. World sensing. Do I need to wait? Oh, it's async. Okay, so I do need to wait. And I guess I need to try. It returns an array of statuses. Okay. So we'll say let authorizations equal that. It's a dictionary. I have no idea how to get data out of a dictionary in Swiftland. But at the moment, I don't really care that much. Let's do print. I'll just print them out. We'll say print, and then the authorizations, keys. All right, so when I do this, we should see some keys. World sensing, look at that. So world sensing is in there. So now I want to know what the authorization is. Like what actually is it? So say print authorization. Is there like a get? Is it at index? Oh, it's not index. Maybe it's value. We'll just actually, you know what? I'll just return the value. There's only one thing in here, so it's fine. We'll just return the values. Is it going to say true or is it going to say false? Not determined. Okay, so, all right. I'm a little confused. Let's go home. Wait. Oh, not that home. I want to go to like home. Let's go to settings. Maybe this is something that I had to do inside of settings. Environments. Nope. People, apps, general, privacy, surroundings, applications that are requested. Okay, so no applications requested yet. Tracking, allow apps. So, all right, I should be able to ask for it. How come this isn't working? Oops. Okay, so we'll just say failed to get authorization for world sensing. Entitlement. I guess that can never error because I'm assigning. It's not a try. So no need to do any of that. I don't like that it's coming back as undetermined though. I would have expected to like get asked something. Or for this to tell me how to ask for permission. That would be helpful. Let's see if, like, I know, or I found out that you have to watch the videos for Apple. So, yeah, I really hate that about Apple, to be honest. Their developer experience to me is trash. Is it not gonna open developer? And then it's the same freaking icon for all of them. All right, where is Vision? Here we are, spatial computing. Inside the Apple prison button. Don't care. Design, discover. So I'm looking for something to do with AR. Like a getting started type of deal. AR quick look, meet object camera. Explore AR kit. Discover AR kit, okay. All right, so they're requesting. All right, so they're doing this in a task. Okay. I have a task here too. So we're gonna do our authorization. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna move this to be the first thing we do. And this is the trashiest blind delete. All right. And they're looping through the authorization, so I guess I'll loop through my authorizations. Isn't this silly that I'm looking at a fucking video in their thing in order to figure this out? It's not documented anywhere. There's no actual just text code sample that I can look at. So I'm getting, oh, it's a map. Oh, it's a dictionary. So I can destructure it. That's nice to know. So we'll say auth type, and then we'll say auth status. And we'll get that from authorizations. And we'll print both of those. So first thing we'll do is the type, or auth type rather. And then man, these keyboard binds don't work the same way that, or how they should. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll say whatever the status is. Right now, I'm not going to worry about the switch. Don't need it. I just want to see the values. Wait, how? Okay, oh gosh, how do I close this? Okay, there we are. All status for world sensitive. All right, not determined. All right, so we're still there. Let's see if I need to do anything else. I don't see anything about setting. All right, let me stop. This music is distracting. What in the world is going on? All right, let me turn down the music. All right, let's see what they have to say for themselves.
Apps that are in the shared space. Second, some types of ARKit data require permission to access. If the person does not grant permission, then we will not send that type of data to your app. To facilitate this, ARKit provides a convenient authorization API for handling permission. Using your session, you can request authorization for the types of data that you would like to access. If you do not do this, ARKit will automatically prompt the person for permission when you run the session if necessary. Here, we are requesting access to hand tracking data. You can batch all of the authorization types that you need together in a single request. Once we have the authorization results, we iterate over them and check the status for each authorization type.
They don't mention anything about this plist. At least, I don't see it.
Meticulously crafted in two invigorating flavors, Modern Swift and Classic C. All ARKit features are now provided a la carte. We wanted developers to have as much flexibility as possible. Bankers. In order for ARKit to construct an understanding of the world around you, the device has many cameras and other types of sensors. Data from these sensors, such as camera frames, is never sent to client space. Instead, sensor data is sent to ARKit's daemon for secure processing by our algorithms. The resulting data that is produced by these algorithms is then carefully curated before being forwarded to any clients that are requesting the data, such as your app. There are a few prerequisites to accessing ARKit data. First, your app must enter a full space. ARKit does not send data to apps that are in the shared space. Second, some types of ARKit data require permission to access. If the person does not grant permission, then we will not send that type of data to your app. To facilitate this, ARKit provides a convenient authorization.
That doesn't tell me anything about the plisting that it says I need to do. This is why I hate their videos. Like, they're anyway.
We can go ahead and run our session.
I think it's well understood that it's not great. So I had to figure out why this isn't. It's not prompting me for the this right here. So maybe it should be part of the application scene manifest, maybe. Or maybe it should be part of the scene configuration. I don't know. So I'm going to try all three. So right now we've done it at the top level. Let's put it here. And then I'll just say, can I see yours? Let me see it. How about that? And we'll delete this. All right, let's see if it will prompt me now. No. and still not determined. Okay. I guess I'll try it in scene configuration. And I'm gonna do a clean and build this time. Maybe I should have did that the first few times. I don't think it should matter though. Uh-oh, terminating. Oh gosh. Unrecognized selector. Interesting. I wonder if it has anything to do with this. Let me delete that empty P listing. Same thing. Okay. Let me delete that. We'll try it again. All right, so it was definitely reading it, so it didn't like that. It didn't seem to like where I put it, so I'll put it back here. It would be really nice if it offered me completion so that I had and I wasn't just lost. I don't even know if this is where I'm supposed to be putting this. It's not clear. Yo, what's up, Yanni? How you doing? All right, so we'll stop that and then redo that. Trying. I don't know if I am. I can't get past getting the permission prompt to pop up and ask for like location stuff. Now, I don't know if that's a function of I'm in a simulator. Like, I don't know. I don't think it would be though. Like, you know, I would expect the simulator would give me the same things because the iOS simulator does. Oh, look at that. I'm not the only person here. This is exactly what I want to do. I want to place content on places. All right, I'm gonna download this and see if like it's gonna prompt me. Let me look at their info. So they have the NS World Sensing usage description, just like I have. Okay. Side of their app. Are they... it looks like they're using some things. Let's go to here. App state. Is there a session here? Like an AR session? Yes, ARKit session here. All required authorizations granted. Okay. World sensing authorization is equal to allowed. Oh, this is okay. All right, this is a function essentially. Okay, I was about to say this is weird. The authorization. So yeah, they're all yeah. So I'm doing this. I'm doing all of these things. Let's see if I get the prompt. This app requires functionality that isn't supported by the simulator. Okay, how come mine? Oh, wait, let me search for that. Supported in simulator. No, that's okay. That's coming from somewhere. Like a supported, maybe. So we'll look for supported. Oops. Let's go back to the view. Stuff. All right, we're doing the home view. Let's zoom out. Ah, okay. So we have a VStack with object placement. I think that's what that is. And then an info label with whatever the app state is. I guess info label is a view. Yeah, that's a view here. Yeah. So I guess info label is going to pick up whatever app state it needs to do something. And then we create a group. If model loader. All right, so there's a loader, VStack text, loading models. Okay, progress view. It never updates. Interesting. Oh, that's not that interesting, I guess. This is the previewer, whatever you call it. That weird noise that you heard was likely Vision Pro. That's the startup sound, at least in the simulator. I don't know if that's the actual sound that it's going to make though. This is a huge damper. I cannot do any further anything without a device. So I guess I'm going to be tethered to the desk to try to develop this. Hopefully I can run this thing, like have it plugged into my computer with a long enough USB or Thunderbolt cable without having to also have it connected to the charger. That's why. All right, so that's what I was trying to figure out was whether or not it was a me issue or if it was a simulator issue, because it's not documented. It's not documented. Except I guess if I would have found this, I would have noticed it earlier. This app requires functionality that isn't, so the object placement. Let's look at the next one. There should be a few of these. Yeah, so we have the home view, and then this over here. We set the progress to 50%. This is done. Cursor state. So if this is coming from app state, I wonder why I didn't see simulator anywhere in here. Or is that an error coming from somewhere? Let's see. We'll go back to our home view. And let's look at info label. If app state that all required providers are supported or not, okay, it requires that. All right, so that seems like that's the only way it won't be supported. Because what if it's on a phone? Else if app state all request authorizations are granted or not all granted. Okay, so dang it. It's official. I'm blocked. It's the Vision Pro there. Well, according to Apple, and they've announced it, the Vision Pro will ship on the 2nd. Today is the 23rd. See? 2-2. This is a bit disappointing. What I had in mind was, so think of flashcards, but more useful, to me at least. They, like, imagine you're putting flashcards around your house, but you're putting them on everyday objects. I think that's a much better way to learn. All right, so let's say you start with each of your rooms. I think that's a good one. You know, you can say assuming you're learning English, you can put living room, and then you can put bathroom and kitchen and all that stuff. So as you walk into the place, like you know what it is. And from there, I would like to be able to give like sentences that you can, like, using that particular word or objects within your vicinity. I wanted to be able to do location, right? So let's say you look at an object. I want to be able to, show on the left side, this is left, the word left, maybe arrow something. And then on the right side, this is right. And then in front. So if there's something in front, like you put like some type of marker to say front, so that it becomes very obvious that if you're looking at some object, because that's hard for people learning a new language. You're looking at an object, the object doesn't really matter, but now you're thinking and seeing, oh, front is the thing, that's before the thing, and back is the thing that's after the thing. Anyway, so that's what I wanted to do, because I was like, that will be a good way to force me to like learn characters. Cause I'm learning I'm learning traditional characters because it's helpful. So I want to be able to switch back and forth. Like I know simplified more than I know traditional. So I want to be able to, walk around and kind of see and switch between traditional, simplified, pinyin, and English. But yeah, looks like that's not going to be possible using the simulator. Unfortunate. No, I don't mean my Mandarin studies. I mean literally building a thing that can help you learn a language using your surrounding environments, because that's the best way to learn. Like, imagine you go to a country and you want to learn French and you're in Spain. It's going to be a lot harder to learn French because the signs around you are all in Spanish. Everyone is speaking Spanish. Whereas if you were to go to Paris or anywhere else in France, the street signs will be in French. The store signs will be in French. People will be speaking French. Everything that you'll be seeing is mostly French. So you will pick it up faster. But not everybody have the money, or not even, or just straight up don't want to go to France, for a long period of time. I'm not saying that this is going to replace that, but at least you can start to see the language that your target language in your environment, or so long as you have the goggles on, which we'll see how long that lasts. I'm starting to have a feeling that development for vision is going to be difficult physically as well, because I had to actually use the goggles to develop. I can't use the simulator. So it's going to be probably a lot of taking them on and off, or just keeping them on and looking at the screen. I don't know how it's going to work. But I suppose there'll be videos. I'll try my best to capture that experience and learnings and all the things, trying to develop for the thing. And it's not just develop for that, it's also me learning Swift UI and Apple's ecosystem of stuff. All right, well, given that I'm blocked, I will go ahead and end this part here, at least the Xcode part of this. I came and play with the demo, and let me read what the Reddit people have. Maybe some people in Reddit have figured out some things. Wait a minute. There's a debugging tool in Vision Pro Simulator that shows the planes in 3D environment. I can't fathom why this can't be used for testing AR apps. Okay, so I see. But I want to see that. Is it here? No. Debug. I don't see what they're talking about. All right, maybe that went away. Whatever they're talking about, because I definitely don't have that. Yeah, that's literally all right. That's what I'm running into. Oh, this is Mastodon. Okay, no wonder. All right, well, I guess I can't respond to them. It's unfortunate. Oh man, this is not great. Don't change my goddamn turn. I want burnt. Yeah, I guess I'll go with that. I know that's technically right, but I prefer to. I might change it back. But you are supposed to use the spell version if you're counting 1 through 9, I think, or 10, and then once you get to like 11, you want to just put 11. So once you get to double digits, 10 is an option though. I've seen people spell it out. I generally will, depending on what kind of context I'm in. It would be dope if I could add an image to here, but nope, can't. Well then, we'll go ahead and close out. I got messages. Let's see here. Those Reddit comments were out 7 months ago. Division Pro get announced 7 months ago. Yeah. Last year, remember? WWDC, it got announced in May. And it's late. Honestly, man, I wish I would actually be okay with them having delayed it to like this upcoming WWDC. I would be okay with that if it would get M3 and not be using M2. So I would have been okay with waiting, especially if I'm paying $3,500. I'm paying more than that. I think total it was like $4,200. A lot of money to pay for a 2-year-old chip at this point. No. And I know it's going to be a compromised product, like heavy compromises. I know and understand that. So, and honestly, after trying to deal with their development tools, I am going to say that, yeah, it's probably going to be a tough one. So there's not much I can do really. The only other thing that I can potentially do is, because I mean, ARKit isn't going to, the API shouldn't change too much, even if it's on Vision. So what I could do is do the stuff on my phone, because I have phones. Yeah, I could do that. Let me see what this app was targeting. It's interesting how I never have existing, like, recent projects that I'm opening projects all the time, but they never show up. All right, so we'll go to the project here. I don't know what that's about. You currently don't have access to this membership resource results. Agree to the latest program. Okay, how do I do that? They don't even tell me what to do it, but that's fine. Let's go to general. Let's see what deployment target. So It's only going to be, all right, so it only works here. So let's see if I add a new target. We'll use iOS as a target. And these are all extensions. Application, here we are. Augmented reality app. So we'll just say nigga mobile. We'll say iOS. All right, we're gonna use shit, wait, if this is there's no AR kit here. Really? There's only reality kit and scene kit and sprite kit and metal. All right, I'm definitely not using metal. Screw that. So it looks like AR kit is a vision thing. I thought it was for iOS. No, it is. I thought it was for iOS. How come I can't do? All right, I'm confused. According to here, AR kit is iOS 11. AR kit and vision. All right, and then let's see. AR kit and iOS. If you choose an AR kit app, is that what this is? Previous. Let's see, AR. I don't even see AR here. Oops. So this app won't work. Document app shouldn't work. Game app shouldn't work. I don't understand why the contact technology is not AR kit. I'll keep it as reality kit just to see what happens. I think that's what I did for vision. So maybe, I don't know. I really don't know. So this will target vision and everything else. That's interesting. All right, so I would expect to see an info P list. I guess this is it here. All right, so we're gonna put that NS thing. And show me what you got. Okay, so we now have that new thing in our thingamajig. All right, in the app delegate, this may be where I want to do my ARKit stuff or my session. This gives me an AR view. Make UI view. This gives me an AR view. Oh no, it doesn't. It's going to return an AR view. I'm tripping. Can I get a session from that AR view? Look at that. There is a session here. Okay. So then, can I request? No, there's a run. All right, where's the other? Oh, I closed the other app. I don't know. I don't think I'm about to learn any of this right now. It's a little too late. And I've been streaming for 2 hours. All right, well, yeah, I guess that's going to be what it is. I don't really, there's not much else I can do. I am blocked, and I tried to see if there were any other things that I could do. It doesn't seem like it. I will say that sucks to get however far I got, and then to realize that it's just impossible to do this. I wonder what Apple was thinking. So now I'm thinking that the first generation Vision Pro is probably just a development kit. Like, what else could it be? Because you can't use the simulator to do much. Like that guy was saying, like at this point it's basically like you can do iPad apps, you can load in 3D content, that kind of thing, but you can't use plane detection, you can't use world tracking because there are no cameras, you can't use the eye detection, you can't use the ICU, or is it ICUs, IMUs? I think the IMUs. Let's look at the Vision Pro specs right quick. Let's see what Apple's going to be giving us. They're saying you get 23 million pixels. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of how camera manufacturers, let's do Sony ICLE 7 M5. It reminds me of how camera manufacturers talk about the resolution of their screens in dots. Now, the only reason that I can think of that they would do that is if it's not that high of a resolution. For instance, let's zoom in a little bit. Wait, where did my dots go? Here we are. So take this as an example. The screen size is 1.6 centimeters. And it has 9.5, I'm gonna just round it up, 9.5, we'll round down, 9.4 million dots. However, the LCD screen is 8 centimeters. By my math, that's about 4.2x times bigger. And it has 2.1 million dots. What's the resolution? No idea. No idea. So I look at this vision and they're telling me 23 million pixels. I can't help but think 23 million dots, which, you know, doesn't mean anything to anyone, least of all me. Let's see what 4K DCI is. Let's see, 4K DCI resolution. So we'll do some math. Oops, I don't want to do that. So we can say 4096 times 2160. Okay, that's 8.8 something and some change million. So if we were to take that and then multiply that by 2, so I'm going to assume that the resolution is above 4K. I don't know that to be true because obviously, how would I know? It can't be this though because the it's a 3:2 aspect ratio. You know what? Maybe we can use ChatGPT for this. Help me figure out the resolution of a device that has 23 million pixels spread across 2 displays and has a 3:2 aspect ratio. Have I checked out GPTs? Yeah, when they announced it last year. I even made one. Look at that. It did it for me. All right, show your work. Okay. So draw a diagram illustrating this ratio against a 16:9 ratio. right, and then assume a view against a 4K DCI viewport with a scale to fit hopefully can figure out what the hell to do with that. Honestly, all we should see is that I think 3x2 is taller than 16x5. I think, but since I don't want to actually figure it out by drawing it in one of these apps, okay, never mind, fuck it. That is absolutely not what I wanted, but okay, I don't care anymore. We're done with that. Let's move on. It's not what I wanted, but it's okay. 23 million pixels is not that, like, it's about 4K, or it's a little over 4K. 3D display system. I'm going to assume that means it has two displays. Micro OLED. See, this is actually really awesome. So I like OLED technology. My TV over there is an OLED TV, organic light emitting diode. That's what that means. Not to be confused with LED, which is light emitting diode. But what's cool about these micro OLEDs is that it's a completely new technology. I think it's flying under the radar. Effectively, or essentially, you're printing, I'm going to say printing. It may be using lithography, I don't know. I'm going to call it printing. You're printing your OLEDs directly onto silicon, like on a chip. The same thing as a computer chip. In my opinion, it's very close to, in my opinion, shouldn't be taken as as an authoritative source. I don't know what I'm talking about. But in my opinion, it's the same thing as what like your camera, the sensor, the CMOS sensor, right? Where it's silicon, and everything is on that. Well, this is a display that's on silicon. Unfortunately, I don't know what pixel pitch is. Let's see what that is. Between the centers of two adjacent pixels, measured in millimeters. It indicates the density of pixels on the screen. Smaller pixel pitch means higher pixel density, resulting in sharper and more detailed images. Okay. So 7.5 microns seems small, but the only way I would know is to compare it to others. Oh, by the way, I just now noticed that this says 720p. I definitely saw a video where it said that the video mirroring was 1080p. So I wonder why is it like half the resolution now? This doesn't make me feel great. 92% of DCI P3. It would be awesome if that were more, like 98 or 99 or even better, 100. My reasoning behind that is that I was intending to consume content. I want it to look as good as possible, the colors and all that. This right here is interesting. The 90 and 96 hertz. So if you do this 96 and you divide that by 24, you should get 4. So it's a multiple. So you're able to watch 24p content, but I think the display's refresh rate can still be in the range that it wants to be, which is I think 90 to 100. It would have been nice to see faster than 100, maybe like 144, but maybe M3, maybe next year I'll get the privilege of paying an additional, maybe it'll be more money, probably $4,000 for the next Apple Vision Pro, just so that I can get 144. So yeah, it does playback in multiples of 24 and 30. So it seems like you can get up to 60. Like if you get anything above that, I don't see the point. I've been recording, what do you call this? Spatial video. I started today, actually. "12 millisecond photon to photon latency." So I guess, is 12 milliseconds good is the question. Yeah, see? Spatial video, spatial photo capture. You have to have an iPhone 15 Pro to use it or to record it. And you have to have the latest version of iOS 17.2. But I've been recording it starting today or yesterday, I forget which one, so that when I eventually do get my Vision Pro, I'll have some content that I've created, my own content, to see what it's like to experience it. It's 12 milliseconds, so I wonder if Sony has something like that. There should be like a sensor readout. No? Maybe if I just look for MS. No, nothing in. All right, no times. There has to be a data sheet. Normally these things will have a data sheet. And I don't think this is it, because it should tell me like how long does it take to read out. Let's see, downloads, manuals. Let's see what's in manuals. Nothing of use. Okay.